We are here at IBMA 2018 with Lisa Husted, who is involved in so much. We know you from many years attending the Gray Fox, and I'd like to say we're friends.
Yes,
and but you do so much at Gray Fox, and you do so much in so many other aspects. Even here at IBMA, I saw you working at the Lincoln the other day. So welcome, and tell us what it is that you do and what it is that keeps you going, because I know whenever I see you at Gray Fox, I start to think cloning would be a good idea, because you're everywhere. It's like...
Okay. Well, thank you, Scott. And yes, we are friends. We've known each other for a long time through all you do for Gray Fox, and I will say thank you for that. With Gray Fox Bluegrass Festival, I am the office manager. I'm in charge of all of the contracts and permits, the logistics for the show. I get all the tents and toilets and water ordered. I'm the vendor coordinator, and I run the green room backstage. I'm also very good friends with our producer, Mary Daub, so I have at least a very comfortable place to stay when I'm there. I'm not tenting, as so many do. I've been a member of the IBMA since 1994. I've been coming when we were back in Owensboro, volunteering with the award show, which I still do.
If I could just say, explain to everyone the true importance of being involved as a member with the IBMA, because I don't think people realize how important it is to the bluegrass community.
Well, the IBMA is a professional organization. When we gather each year here we're going to be in Raleigh for at least 3 more years. There's a lot of educational seminars that help, whether you're an artist or whether you're a producer or a talent buyer. Seminars on how to make your business better, your bluegrass involvement, your branding. This year's whole theme is on branding. The way you get to meet people in this industry is by events like this, where it's a gathering, it's like a reunion, and it's really important to network with people, and that's what mostly this week has been, is networking. Well, it's important too. I mean, the IBMA does things like, right now I'm working for the Trust Fund, collecting donations for artists in need or anybody in our industry that might be in need. It's the Trust Fund helps people in need, and it's really important to help through that. I've also taken the Leadership Bluegrass class, which is a 4-day crash course in true leadership, and it's really important, and it's very difficult to get into the class. They only take 30 people each year, and I had to apply several times.
What is it that you walked away with that you did not have before, or that you are better at because of it?
I find I'm better at listening. I find that I'm better at helping others promote themselves and helping others in our industry get noticed and recognized, and finding new talent. I'm better at getting out there and getting the emerging artists and finding ways to connect with them, and youth talent, and encouraging our youth to stick around with bluegrass. I mean, the days in Owensboro when I first saw the Youth All-Stars, okay, that would be Michael Cleveland, Chris Thiele. You know, I mean, those guys were just pups, but look at them now. So those are the kind of examples I like to say, hey, I was there. I remember introducing Sierra Hull at 9 or 10 to Ricky Skaggs, taking her right in the green room because I heard her picking in the hall, and introducing her to Ricky Skaggs way back when. So it's that kind of networking that I find IBMA to be really important with, and keeping it out there, keeping the music alive.
How is it at Gray Fox that you're able to take on such responsibility? Do you have people working for you there?
I don't. There are volunteers that do many things in the green room. Of course, there is a full staff that works that. Everything from putting the food out, chopping stuff, and networking with our other people that are cooking and stuff. As far as the vendors go, it's a year-round event. I'm always looking for new vendors. As far as doing all the permitting and all of the communication with the health department, and no, that's my job. That's what I do. I often have someone answering the phones during the festival, but year-round, those phones ring to my cell phone.
Right.
If people are calling Gray Fox, it rings right here, right now. So,
well, one of the things regarding the vendors at Gray Fox that I noticed from going to a lot of different festivals is there's a pretty high quality level of food there. It's not typical food trucks or stuff.
No, it's pretty high-end food. We got a nice variety. I find it really important to give everything from vegetarian, vegan, all the way to your barbecue and your jambalaya. I also think it's important to have decent coffee and good snacks. So our guests like that too. And same on the craft vendors. They're not just your average run-of-the-mill junk importers. These are artists bringing in really high-quality stuff. So pretty proud of that.
Right, it's great. And I find also the interesting aspect of Gray Fox is the overwhelming majority is female.
That's correct. We have plenty of really talented guys.
Yeah.
But your executive staff would be females, yes.
I think there's something to that. Wherever we go, you're involved with something.
At Joe Val, I'm the stage manager, Joe Val Festival in Boston. I've been to Harry Grant's festival, and I worked as a MC there.
And you're an MC here.
I got to do the whole night, the kickoff party at the Lincoln, introducing some terrific bands and stage managing the set there, and that was a lot of fun. It was an honor. It's nice to work with the venue too, to get to know that aspect of being here in Raleigh. And I just went up and down and checked out the street fair too today, and all the wonderful vendors. And I mean, I do that everywhere I go because I like to find new ones for us. But I collect cards. And
there's how many vendors would you say are here?
Oh, there's got to be 100 vendors out there. Between all the food and
you're being a little conservative. I think there's more.
Well, if you count the trade show too, yeah, there's a mile of vendors.
Yeah,
a mile.
It's a full mile. Yeah. So.
And there's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of food. There's a lot of duplicates I see. I mean, there's like 4 guys selling lemonade. There's like 5 ice cream places, but it's spread throughout the town.
Because it's
you do.
A mile long.
You do. You really do, and it works well here. And plus, we've got the trade show going on with all of the vendors inside. Right. So that helps too to keep.
Well, it's a different type of vendor.
Yeah, more musical downstairs.
That's geared towards the industry.
Yeah, the street is definitely a street fair, and it's free. And it's bringing a lot of people into Raleigh, and it's introducing bluegrass to a lot of people.
How many stages are there out there?
There are 6 stages out there with all free music. Plus, there's a stages inside the building today, 2, and then there's of course the Red Hat performances.
We counted for the Ramble 9 stages.
In all the bars and venues throughout town.
And the convention center.
Mm-hmm.
And the Marriott.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Marriott has about 5 stages in there.
Right. It's a lot of coordination that goes on to put on this week of bluegrass for everybody, and a lot of coordination to put on the awards show that we worked so hard at the other night. So
now tell us. Let's get inside of that, because that's your expertise. There's an event like here, or Joe Val, or Gray Fox, and there's a lot of parts to it. And how does it work?
Well, it's always going to have to be a team, and you have to have people you can count on to delegate duties to, and you can't micromanage them. When you do, you find people either not wanting to do it again. So we find it's best to find the best people for the job, develop them into it, and let them do their work. Like, it really gives people a better sense of being if they are given a responsibility and allowed to follow through with it. So if they don't do it right, you can make changes, but I mean, you can't micromanage. That's the most important thing.
Well, one of the things I find most interesting about Gray Fox is on the volunteers. A lot of people need to volunteer, but when you look into the volunteers, there seem to be a large amount of volunteers who come back year after year. And like some of them I've spoken with, they were younger, they started working, and they needed the money. They needed the help to get to the festival, which volunteering allows you to get in for free. But now they don't need it, but they still volunteer because of the camaraderie.
It is one big family, and we find that a lot of our volunteers at that festival come back to the same positions. They want to do the job that they love their crew chief, and they like working for their crew chief. I mean, it's wonderful to see people come back and work trash crew that just absolutely love it. They get treated right. They get, you know.
There's more appreciation for the trash crew at Gray Fox than anywhere I've seen. There is the trash crew is getting gifts as they come by to take the.
They do. People they hand them out water or sodas or beer all the way through the campground as they're picking up and cleaning up. And I got to say, our campers at Gray Fox are really good about their trash. They don't leave a mess. They put it at least near the trash cans, and they take care of the place. They love the farm that we're on, and they take care of it.
What I feel people appreciate who go to numerous festivals is. We're treated respectfully. We can bring our chairs, put them down, bring our coolers. We could have beer in our coolers, even though you're selling beer there. Most places don't allow that.
Well, not everybody likes the kind of beer that we have as a sponsor. So, I mean, it's like forcing people to do something that, we certainly appreciate the guests that take their bottles with them. We do have a volunteer trash crew, but we don't we don't have so many rules that you have to follow. We want people to it's a festival, that's the word, be festive.
There's also one of the things that the volunteers get fed. That's not common at festivals.
They get fed well.
They get to eat what you eat.
You're
part of the executive committee and you're sitting down next to.
Right, to the artists and to the volunteers, and truthfully, I don't have time to eat there, but I kind of go the whole week saying, did I have breakfast yesterday? No, but our food coordinator for the volunteers and staff is amazing. Chris is one of the best guys I know. And he has a crew, that's another crew. People come back year after year, get up the break of dawn to help him get that breakfast out, and they love him. They work hard for him. So all of our volunteers are great. They work hard for their crew chiefs.
We find it amazing. We've laughed a bunch of times. We would be walking over to eat, and we see you driving the golf cart in the opposite direction, going far away, and then when we get up to the main area, you're there serving drinks and stuff. Like, how did you do that?
Maybe I am cloned and I just don't know it. No, but having the transportation there is important. I mean, because I get called down to the office, or I get called to the ticket booth, or I have to go meet with the health department, or I have to meet with the fire department or the police and deal with things constantly. I mean, we have a full security staff there, but I still have to be the one to make the connections, to work on traffic, to work on our egress and access. And I guess logistics just says it all. That's what my job is there.
How is the community that are coming in, such as the Board of Health and the police, how do they treat you? I mean, considering Gray Fox brings a lot of money to the
town and the county are wonderful with us. They're really great. We have a full-service medical staff, and that part is good. It's just the campground that they're really, really picky about, and they don't want any open fires. They don't want the tents as close together as they are. They don't like it if our roads get a little bit blocked. I mean, they're really, really concerned for everyone's well-being. Even though our people self-police, the health department wants us to do better. So.
Oh, that makes sense. How did you get involved in this? How long have you been there?
Well, I went as a camper in 1991 for the first time, and volunteered to be with the stage crew, backstage, helping the bands and keeping it all fresh back there. In 1993, I took on as a vendor coordinator, and in 1996, I took on ticketing, and when we moved to the new site is when I took over all the permitting and logistics. So that would have been 2008. It is my life. I mean, it is my life. I love Gray Fox. I love bluegrass music. I love this organization. But I have a day job, too. I mean, I work for a tax preparer. I have a real job, so thank goodness, because that pays the bills,
But that's no fun to talk about. So let's go back to the music, because I saw you playing music today, 2 nights ago. How long have you been playing?
I still don't think I play well, but I've been playing it since I was in Girl Scouts. You know, back a long time.
So
You know,
when you showed up to volunteer, you had a guitar with you.
absolutely.
This life that we're living seems so unforgiving. I find trouble every way that I go. I always seek it first, just to quench my burning thirst. Water's bitter,
And I love to sing. I hold the guitar so I can sing.
Nice.
And it was fun to do a little jam like that, but I mean, it's the Pete Wernick thing. It's you take turns. Everybody gets a turn, and then when there's a lull, just take it and go for it.
Yeah,
And it was a fun jam. But it's also, I had been listening to music for like 2 days solid or 3 days, and I had to play because I had to get it out of me. It was all building up. I had to play.
still waters run so deep, but you're so full you must breathe. Now I'm here knocking at my door. It's wet outside, no place to run and hide. Press my soul, press me too. Wet knocking at my door. Have you heard that knock before? Keep on trying to get into my room. That knocking at my window, calling me to go. Place that is filled with dark and gloom. Yeah, Lisa. Lisa. Yeah. I feel better now.
Oh, it's fun though to play with all levels like that. I mean, I've played and sang with. I've done Blue Highway tunes with Blue Highway. You know, I've done Tim O'Brien tunes with Tim O'Brien. So
cool.
it is pretty fun actually. Hey, would you do this one, Tim, so I can sing your harmony parts? You know, I mean, it's really kind of fun. So.
All right. So how does everyone find out how to get to go to Gray Fox?
Gray Fox is grayfoxbluegrass.com, or our phone number's there, and there's flyers everywhere. You can see our ads in Bluegrass Unlimited magazine, but the best way is go right to our website or Facebook page, grayfoxbluegrass.com, and that's gray with an E.